Good morning, kids! I am Teacher Lance and I'll be your teacher for today and for the rest of the semester. Today, we are going to study number patterns. Okay, let's go and dive into it. In number patterns, we have two ways, okay? We have the counting up and counting down. When you say counting up, we will begin from the smallest number to the biggest number. It is usually done by adding the same numbers again and again to make the pattern. It is an example of counting up. We have 4, 8, 12, and 16. As we can see, we began from the smallest number, which is 4, and then we ended up to the biggest number, which is 16. Okay? Another example is 50, 100, 150, 200, and 250. Also, in this example, 50 is the smallest and 250 is the biggest. And we ended up with the pattern by adding 50 again and again. And next one is counting down. When you say counting down, we are going to begin with the biggest number and then we are going to subtract again and again. That's why the numbers will be having a smaller and smaller value up to the end. For the example, we have 18, 15, 12, 9, and 6. We began with 18 and then we subtracted 3 to make it 15 and then another 3 to make it 12, 3 to make it 9, and then another 3 to make it 6. Okay? So that's how it works. Another example, we have 225, 200, 175, 150, and 125. Here we subtracted 25 again and again to have our pattern. So now we're going to have an activity to apply what we learned so that we could practice it and also to further explore the topic. Here we're going to consider each pattern and write the missing numbers. We're going to look at the pattern and then find out what is happening with the pattern. Is it counting up or counting down? And then we're going to find out which are the missing numbers. Okay, let's go. Here we have the example 37, 40, blank, 46, blank, and then 52. So how are we going to find out what are the missing numbers? Okay, we're going to look first at the first two numbers, which are 37 and 40, and then we are going to look at the difference. So what is the difference between 40 and 37? So 40 minus 37 is 3. Very good. And then we're going to add 3 to 40. So we will have the answer 43. And then as we can see, we added 3 again. So 43 plus 3, it became 46. And then 46 plus 3, what do you think is the correct answer? Good job! The correct answer is 49. 46 plus 3 is 49. And then if we are going to add 3 again, it will be 52. Okay, let's go to number 2. So here, what are the missing numbers? We have 50, 54, blank, 62, 66, blank, and then 74. So what is the difference between 50 and 54? So 54 minus 50 is 4. Good job! So we're going to add 4 to 54. So 54 plus 4 is equal to 58. Very good. And then as we can see, we added 4 again to 58 and then it became 62. And then 62 plus 4 is 66. So what is the next number? We're going to find it out by adding 4 to 66. So 66 plus 4 equals, very good, it will be 68. Very good, it will be 70. And then 70 plus 4 is 74. It is written already. So for the number 3, what are the missing numbers? We have 28, 32, blank, 40, 44, blank, and 52. So what are the missing numbers? We're going to find it out by subtracting the two first numbers. Okay, we have here 32 minus 28 equals, very good, it is equal to 4. So we're going to add 4 to 32. So 32 plus 4 is equal to 36. Okay, so 36 is the first missing number, and then 36 plus 4 is 40. So we have it already, and 40 plus 4 is 44. So to find out the next number, we're going to add 4 again. So 44 plus 4 equals, good job, 48. So 48, and then 48 plus 4 is equal to 52. Therefore, we have the series of numbers 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, and then 52. Alright. So, for the number 4, we have the numbers 60, 110, blank, blank, 260, 310, and then blank, and then 410. So, what do you think are the missing numbers? Alright, so to find out that, we're going to find the difference first with the first two numbers. So we have here 110 and 60. So 110 minus 60 is equal to 50. So 50 plus 110 is equal to 160. And then 160 plus 50 will be 210. 210 plus 50 will be 260, and 260 plus 50 will be 310. So to find out what is the next number, we're going to add another 50 to 310, and it will be, good job, it will be 360. And then 360 plus 50 is 410. So that is the last number, which is given already. So for the number 5, we have 415, 440, blank, 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 and then 400 or 540, and then 565. So how do we find out the next numbers or the missing numbers? We're going to find the difference between 415 and 440. So let's find it out. 440 minus 415 will be 25, and then 440 plus 25 will be 465, and then we're going to add 25 again, and it will be 490. And then we're going to add 25 again, and of course it will be 515. Okay, so that is how we do it. Very good, kids. So now we're going to have another activity. Here we are going to identify the counting up of each pattern. So what is the counting up of the following patterns? Let's go and try one example. Here we have 225, 250, 275, 300, and 325. So to find out what is the pattern in this sequence of numbers, we're just going to compare two numbers. So here we can compare 300 and 325, and then we're going to see if it is going up or it is going down. And of course, here all the numbers in this part or in this activity, all the numbers are counting up. So it is already given that it is counting up. So now we're going to find out only in what number or in what pattern do we count it up. So here we have 225, 250, 275, 300, and 325. So we're going to see the difference first between 325 and 300 since they are the last numbers. But actually, we can pick two consecutive numbers, okay? So here we have 325 and 300. So 325 minus 300 will be... Good job! The correct answer is 25. So we're going to write 325 minus 300 equals 25, and then that is the answer. The answer is counting up by 25. Okay? Is it easy? Very good. So for the number 2, we have the numbers 446, 449, 452, 455, and 458. So how to find it out? We're going to compare first the last two digits, which are 458 and 455. So we're going to find its difference. So 458 minus 455 is equal to 3. Therefore, our pattern will be counting up by 3s. Okay? It's very easy, right, kids? So now let's go to the next example. Number 3. We have 510, 560, 610, 660, and 710. So here, to find out the pattern, we're going to compare the last two numbers, which are 710 and 660. So we're going to subtract 660 from 710. So 710 minus 660 is 50. Okay? So therefore, our relationship or our pattern is counting up by 50. So we're going to write it on our book. Okay, for the number 4, we have here 705, 709, 713, 717, and 721. The only things that we could compare for this are the last two numbers. So here we have 717 and 721. So we're going to subtract 717 from 721. So 721 minus 717 will be 4, okay? So therefore, our pattern will be counting up by 4s, okay? Very good, kids. So here, there is another activity that we are going to do. But here, we're going to write the next 4 numbers of each pattern with a counting up by 25s. So therefore, in here, we're going to add 25 again and again until we finish the sequence of numbers. Okay? So let's go. We have the first example or the first given, 30. So what are we going to do? We are going to add 25 again and again. So 30 plus 25 will be 55. Okay? And then 55 plus 25 will be 80. Okay, so we're going to write 80, and then 80 plus 25 will be 105. Okay, and then the next number is 105 plus 25 is 130. So that is what we are going to do. So let's go to the next number, number 2. We have here 18. So what are we going to do? We are going to add 25 on it. So 18 plus 25 is equal to 43. So we're going to write 43, and then 43 plus 25 will be 68. And then 68 plus 25 is 93. So we're going to write 93 on it. And then 93 plus 25 will be 118. Okay? So that is how we do it. So let's go to number 3. We have here 214. So 214 plus 25 will be 239. And we're going to add again and again. Okay? 239 plus 25 will be 264. Okay? And then 264 plus 25 will be 289. And then 289 plus 25 will be 314. Okay? Did you get it so far? Okay. Alright, so that is all for today. Today we only studied the number patterns, and the part that we already tackled are the counting apps. So in the next meeting, we will continue the pattern topic, and then also we're going to discuss the counting down. So what is counting down and how do we do it? We're going to find it out on the next meeting. Okay, so I hope that you learned something from Teacher Lance, and also I hope that you enjoyed this class. Thank you everyone, and God bless. Happy learning!